Welcome to the Battle Royale, featuring teams of comedians writing together, riffing together, and just butting heads, all for your entertainment. Now make some noise for your host, Mike Green!
Thank you for that lovely round of applause here in the finals of the Comedy Battle Royale. Folks, we made it. That's right. This is the show that packs in so much comedy, so much controversy. I've been saying the entire run of the show that this is to maybe even compete against other cities, but for all I know, we don't get picked up for more episodes or society ends. So really, it's all to play for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Someone's gonna hoist the belt. The first team coming to the stage, backed up by Tyler Penner and Matt Nightingale, and captained by the one and only Benji Rothman. Make some noise.
Yeah, we're not messing around anymore. We spent the entire break adding weight, doing steroids, coke, you name it. We're ready to take down these losers. Let's go.
Okay. Short and sweet. Their opponents backed up by Andy Noble and Danielle Kayahara. It's Team Tim Gray, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Team Tim Gray.
You guys want to see my new dance move? Yeah. It's called the reverse moonwalk.
Shame on all of you laughing at this right now. Shame on all of you. Don't encourage him. In the first round, these teams are going to be drawing topics. We'll give them a little time to write together, and then they have to come back and share a set. But we have to decide who's going first and who's going second. Everybody always wants to go second. And we're going to do it in the finals with a classic street joke. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just a joke that belongs to no one. This is a joke you might get in an email forward from an out-of-touch aunt or uncle, all right? We learn a lot about the comedians and their sensibilities at this point, what sort of jokes they like, and how well they can tell a classic joke. I'm going to have Team Benji Rothman start us off. They are sending forward. This is a real huddle.
What do you call it when Batman skips church? A Christian Bale.
Yeah. All right. Stepping up from Team Tim Gray, they're sending forward Danielle Kayahara as their representative with a street joke.
I think nowadays you actually call it an Edward Culling. Because it's Edward from, because it's Robert Pattinson. And, it's an old joke is what I was, okay. Not like my joke. My joke is very recent, very hip and cool. What is Whitney Houston's favorite kind of coordination?
What? Pretty good pipes. Not bad joke, tremendous singing. All right, we need a controversial decision from an audience member right now. I'm gonna look to, how about you, sir? Great improvised judge here. No, I had no idea you were gonna volunteer. Who do you think did better with the street joke, Christian Bale or hand-eye coordination?
You know what? Gonna have to give it to Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, against all odds. All right, you guys get to go second. And Team Tim, you'll step up, you'll draw topics, and you'll let the crowd know what you're working with here going in to almost the final round. There's not that many jokes left in there.
I have gout, and my topic is old people.
Old people, okay. Pretty good one.
Your fears.
Okay, pretty good one. Who doesn't have fears? Danielle Kayahara stepping up with potentially the final draw.
Who you would fight?
Who you would fight? I think we can all have fun dreaming about that one. I'll give you a quick second to decide if you want to play or pass. I'll remind the crowd, they still have to go first no matter what. So if they pass, they're giving their opponents a little bit more time. Who really has material on who you would fight? They're just milking it now. They're going to keep it. They're going to play it. All right. Benji, step up. Let the crowd know for the final draw what you got going here.
Traveling.
Traveling. So much suspense just for traveling. Matt Nightingale.
The homeless.
The homeless. That's one of the harder ones I put in there. It's very, very hard to get the crowd on your side.
What's wrong with the world?
What's wrong with the world?
A little broad.
Potential tie-in with the homeless. All right. They got their work cut out for them. We'll see what happens. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back with the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anything that could come out of that jug that would worry you if they got? Is there anything material-wise that you think really favors that team?
You know what? They have a decent swath of material to draw from. So I don't know if they pull out that swath. I'm going to be worried.
What do you think of your opponents?
Worse than this corned beef sandwich.
How do you think your team styles blend together?
I think we blend together just great, okay? I'm the brains of the operation.
Joke-wise, do you feel like you got different styles that are going to blend together? Do you think you got different abilities that are going to complement each other?
No. No, we're laying a goose egg today here. When is my check ready?
I mean, I asked for hot mustard. I believe this is spicy. Yeah, needless to say, I'm disappointed in this whole production so far.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. We just had these guys writing. They're working real hard. They're looking ready. But first, it's going to be Team Tim Gray with the topics: old people, who you would fight, and your fears. You have 5 minutes. Time starts right now.
At the beginning of the pandemic, I got so worried. I got so fearful. Because you remember when we saw those videos come out of Italy at the beginning and everything was unknown? I got so worried when I saw that that footage coming out of Italy that we would see the same thing here, you know? Like people playing music on their balconies. You know? Like, we're not a talented city. Especially my neighborhood. Like, my neighbor would be out there with his tuba, like, thank you, nurses. You know? And I'd be out there on my balcony with my recorder. This one's for the frontline workers. Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. Thanks for keeping the Dollarama open.
I'd say hot cross buns, everybody. That's the real star of that joke.
Who you would fight? I would fight submariners. Because they're not afraid to take a dive.
The pun love is starting to die out.
This is actually crazy because my dad is an old people, so this works out. He's so old, he's one of those guys that he has never touched a cell phone, never touched the internet. He got married at 19, so I had a thought recently. I was like, oh my God, he's never seen porn before. That's crazy. And then I was snooping around his place because I needed some money, and I found his one Playboy from 1972. He had one Playboy, and he kept it. I think that's beautiful. Like, he loves those women. He really does. They've been there for him the whole time. He's stuck with them. He left my mom, but he's stuck with them. It's beautiful.
Who would you fight? I'd fight anti-vaxxers because they're too afraid to take a shot.
You can't stop the pun train. All right, hot set, but beatable, depending on what Team Benji's bringing to the table. They are covering traveling, what's wrong with the world, and the homeless. You have 5 minutes. Time starts right now.
I'll tell you what's wrong with the world. And that's guns. Yeah, I don't think anybody should be allowed to have guns, not even if you're a hunter. Right? Yeah, because you can't take back a mistake. That's the big thing, right? Like my dad was a hunter. He brought me out with him once when I was about 8. We were walking through the woods. We heard something behind us. My dad swung around, and he accidentally shot my younger brother because he mistook him for my older brother.
That's an applause break. I'm counting it. 9 applause breaks tonight.
Homeless, it's a problem, right? Like homeless people, they're pretty gross. But, but they have the cutest dogs, don't they? The cutest dogs. Yeah, every time you see a homeless person's dog, that's the nicest dog. That's why when I got a dog this year, I was like, I don't want it to be like too cute, because I don't want to end up like that, right? But but he's cute. He's a very nice. I got a beautiful. He's a shepherd husky. He's very nice. But then I travel to other places. 2-topic bonus. I travel, I went to Vancouver, a few weeks ago, and every dog there is like this beautiful, gorgeous, purebred, stallion, looking dog. And I wanted to bring my little guy Otto with me, but I don't know if I could do that to him. You know what I mean? He's cute. He's like a Winnipeg 10, but he'd be like a Vancouver 6 at best. You know what I mean?
They got some hot dogs out there.
Number one thing wrong with the world has to be people who ride bikes. Anybody here do that? I do that now. I started riding a bike recently, and people hate cyclists, and for good reasons. You're all over the road, you obey none of the rules, and you're yelling at everyone all the time. And I know you do this because I do this, and it's a great time. Have you ever just blasted through a red light and then looked at the guy who had to slam his brakes on because of you and been like, what are you doing? That's fun. Try that.
Got 1 minute left.
Traveling, we got to travel, right? It's important. You got to, it's nice to go out somewhere and really, somewhere cool and find yourself, That's why I went to Florida a couple weeks ago. And, I was in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, City of Dreams, yeah. Yeah, my hotel there gave me 2 free tickets to go to SeaWorld. And, I asked my girlfriend if she wanted to go. She said no. I said, why, you don't like the way they treat the whales? She said, no, I just don't like whales. Which, I've never heard of that before, first of all. And second of all, if you don't like whales, you'd love SeaWorld. They treat those whales like shit. I mean, that's the number one spot for a whale hater like yourself. Right, I went to the show. I thought, it's a killer whale. I'm gonna get to see it kill some stuff. I showed up. He's juggling beach balls and jumping through hoops. He's not. He's killing at the juggling. He's not killing anything. He's just doing it because his guy's feeding him this bucket of fish. The whole time I was like, well, just eat the guy. That's 100 fish right there, right? Give a whale a bucket of fish, feed him for a day. Eat the guy that's holding the bucket. Greatest show ever. That's what.
That's Team Benji, ladies and gentlemen. Right on 5 minutes. Really good round. Big blows over here. Danielle, though, she managed to lose you with puns, then win you back. Everything's happening here in the finals. The only way we can resolve this is to go to a battle royale with the freshest joke topics from you, the public. We're going to start right now.
Hey, everybody. We got church. Hey, church, isn't that fun? Can't wait to get there. So my parents, they got COVID. You can clap for that. That counts as an applause break. My parents, they're okay now, but they got COVID at church. At a church they were not supposed to be attending at the time. So I guess the Lord does work in mysterious ways. They went from speaking in tongues to bleeding in lungs.
I've got online dating / Tinder, and Tinder is not where you need to be. You need to be on Kijiji to find love. You might think you can't find love on Kijiji. I'm convinced you can find anything on Kijiji. Plus, it's very much the same, bad photography, lies, disappointment, people overselling what they actually have to offer.
Team Benji stepping up. There you go.
This one says the zoo. Question, Are peacocks like in the zoo? Or are peacocks like at the zoo? You know what I mean? Like are they on display or do they pay $27.50 like the rest of us? I don't know.
Counting it. Like a third of an applause break.
I got weed, which is convenient. I don't know if you could tell by everything about me, but I smoke weed. And I've been thinking about quitting for a long time because here's the thing. I started when I was 15, and I'm in my 30s now. So that means that I've been smoking weed longer than I've not been smoking weed. There's no way that's a healthy ratio. I've spent more than half my life looking at windows instead of through them. I'm very worried what it's gonna do to my personality if I stop smoking weed. Like, I haven't seen Sober Andy since the 9th grade. All I remember about Sober Andy was he had a bit of a temper, and he was really into Nelly, both Furtado and regular.
This one says, how to break the bad news. Somebody needs to teach my mom how to break bad news, honestly. She's the one that told me that Santa wasn't real. Yeah. I was really young. She sat me down and she explained to me that Santa wasn't real and that it was actually my dad who fell off the roof and died.
That's a double whammy. That's a bad day for a little kid.
I was there. It was funny. I got high school. You guys remember how awkward it was going to high school parties in your 30s? You guys? Oh, I shouldn't be here.
I got going bald, but I don't really know how to relate to that. So, I got Plan B. It says Plan B. I think that's like the. I think they're referencing the morning after pill, which is always unnecessary if Plan A is reserving yourself for marriage.
Just a good Mennonite kid, Tyler Penner. Just a good Mennonite kid.
I got remote learning, which is a class that my dad should have taken.
Last joke.
This one says being in a bad relationship. My girlfriend's here tonight. It's a good relationship, but she's here, which is great. It's weird though, like having my girlfriend at the show, you know, because like if I'm up here, then like who's explaining the jokes to her? You know what I mean? Right. See, she's all upset. Everybody's laughing. She doesn't get it. You know.
That's the Battle Royale, ladies and gentlemen. Again, no show gives you more jokes. I think we got 500 jokes in 5 minutes there. I was counting. It's about that. And we come now to the end. We got to figure out who's going to hoist the belt, who's going to be the Winnipeg champions here as comedians. And we're going to do a Battle Royale vote. You're going to cheer like crazy, but you're going to point this way if you want Team Tim hoisting the belt, that way if you want Team Benji. Ladies and gentlemen, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Ooh. It's very tight. I see some pockets, but I have to say, overwhelmingly, and when I look to the back, it's going Team Rothman, ladies and gentlemen. Team Benji Rothman. Benji, Tim, Nightingale. Killing it. But a great show. Everybody, you are the real winners. Thank you very much.
The better team won. I'm a humble winner, but facts are facts.
Don't quit your day job, but I can't imagine you're any better at that.
Right. Nice try, I guess. I don't know. Was that even... to me, it wasn't very close. So I'm happy that we're the champions, and the champions that the people deserve for the Battle Royale.